Why are early Croatian duchies' borders hard to define? Imagine trying to draw a clear line on a map where history, politics, and geography all blend together. That's exactly why the borders of early Croatian duchies are so tricky to pin down. These regions first appeared in the 7th century in an area that used to be part of the Roman province of Dalmatia. Over time, the boundaries of Dalmatia kept changing, making it hard to say where one territory ended and another began. The Croatian duchies spread across coastal zones and mountainous areas, but control over these places was often split or uncertain. Instead of fixed borders, they had multiple centers of power like Klis, Solin, Knin, Bijaći, and Knin. These centers reflected a decentralized political system, where power was shared rather than concentrated in one place. Adding to the confusion was the fact that these duchies sat in a borderland zone between two major powers of the time. The Byzantine Empire controlled key coastal cities to the east, while the Frankish Empire, also called the Carolingian Empire, held influence to the west. Control over land kept shifting because of military campaigns, alliances, and vassal agreements. Croatian rulers sometimes recognized Byzantine or Frankish overlords, and other times claimed independence. This back and forth made it hard to establish clear borders that everyone agreed on. The situation got even more complicated because of neighboring states like Venice, Bulgaria, and later Hungary. These neighbors fought over control of coastal cities and inland regions. As military and diplomatic situations changed, so did the borders, often moving back and forth. During this period, the idea of fixed borders was not common. Territories were usually defined by how much influence a ruler had, tribal ties, or control over key fortresses and settlements. Geography played a big role too, with mountains, rivers, and coastlines shaping political control, but these natural features didn't create neat lines on a map. Inside the Croatian duchies, political rivalries among families like the Pomoravic and Bijaći also made borders fuzzy. Shifts in leadership and local autonomy meant that control over land was often shared or contested. All these factors combined made early Croatian borders more like zones of influence than strict lines. This fluid situation was typical of Southeast Europe during the medieval period, where great empires and diverse peoples interacted in a complex, ever-changing environment. That's why historians find it so hard to define the borders of these early Croatian duchies. They were shaped by shifting alliances, military struggles, and natural geography, not by fixed boundaries like we think of today. Instead, they were living, breathing areas that changed as the political landscape evolved.